Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And when Kevin Garnett first joined the NBA, he took great pride in nearly playing every game. As a matter of fact, in his first 12 seasons with the Minnesota Timberwolves from 1995-96 to 2006-07, he never played in less than 76 games, not counting the shortened 98-99 season where teams only played in 50 games. He was a reliable guy that you would see on the court nearly every game. Now, one of the superstars in today's game, that being Joel Embiid, that isn't necessarily the case. Of course, he missed the first 2 seasons of his career and missed more than half the season this past year. And has really been injured in every postseason, hasn't gone in fully healthy. Well, the Sixers have a plan to try to keep him healthier for the playoffs, and let's just say Kevin Garnett is not a fan of said plan. This is via bolavip.com. So NBA news, Kevin Garnett critical of Philadelphia 76ers Joel Embiid's recovery plan. He had more to say regarding that. I was hoping to find a Twitter link. I wasn't able to. But anyhow, it mentions how, yes, Embiid mentioned how he's probably never going to play back-to-backs the rest of his career. I mean, this is a guy that's just 30 years old, so that is pretty crazy to say already. Last season, he missed a total of 43 games now. Coaching staff plans to reduce some of his playing time, mainly by limiting back-to-backs as a coping strategy. Former NBA champion, 15-time All-Star Kevin Garnett does not agree with the approach. On his show, KG Certified, Garnett criticized how the 76ers are managing Embiid's injury issue, saying it's an issue the rest of the NBA needs to address. So Garnett went on to say, league's got to get this under control. This is all over the place. Real shh. He always curses nonstop. I try not to. But anyhow, and nobody is saying nothing. Ain't nobody holding anyone accountable. So not only are they not going to practice, they're going to sit out back-to-backs. So guess what teams are going to do? Teams now can lock in on you. He goes into more what he means regarding that. Okay, let me see where Philly's playing. Okay, here, and here. They're going to go, who is the team that we could have a better chance to beat tonight? Some nights they're going to have Boston and Orlando. Okay, let's go ahead. You're going to play Orlando. That's what's going to happen. So that's an interesting take by Garnett, basically saying how teams are going to decide to sit out guys when they know, someone like Embiid's not playing, and they're going to choose when Embiid's not going to play. And then he goes into how he doesn't think players are in shape. You see everybody sitting out getting injured. Nobody's in tip-top shape. Ends with how Embiid did mention that he lost a bunch of weight in the offseason. He thinks that might help out. But do you think Kevin Garnett has some valid points regarding Joel Embiid and the NBA in general, that players aren't in tip-top shape? I mean, kind of got to be in excellent shape to play in the NBA, but I get what he means. Of course, Embiid has never played even 70 games in a season in his career. I mean, a lot of people are high on the Sixers. Of course, they got the highest profile free agent to change teams this offseason, and Paul George. What really makes me think, I wonder how much of a threat they're going to be, is they're just an older team. I mean, you got Embiid is 30. Paul George, I believe, is 34. Yes, Paul George is 34. They signed Eric Gordon, a 35-year-old. He'll be 36 on Christmas Day. Re-signed Kyle Lowry, who is 38. Brought in Andre Drummond, who's still mighty productive off the bench, but he's 31 years old. Reggie Jackson, 34 years old. So they got a bunch of guys 30 and older. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan, and I believe the only player on the roster who's 30 or older is Cameron Payne, who is 30. Now, the Knicks got questions, too, because, guys like OG Anunoby, can they stay healthy? Mitchell Robinson's already hurt to start the season, but just a lot of injury questions. Of course, Embiid and George have had their fair share of injuries in their career. But again, do you agree with some of Kevin Garnett's comments? Do you think the plan for Embiid can finally help him have a healthy postseason? Of course, as dominant as he's been, he has yet to guide the Philadelphia 76ers past the second round of the NBA playoffs. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.